There was some phase 2 data from earlier that showed that patients that had a low-risk MDS that were refractory to erythroid-stimulating agents actually had a response and became transfusion independent within about 8 to 12 weeks. But there was a subgroup of patients that did better in that phase 2 trial, and that was patients with low-risk MDS that had ring sideroblasts. So the MEDALIST trial actually looks at that subgroup of patients with low to intermediate risk MDS with ring sideroblasts that are refractory to ESAs. And that population of patients did very well and became transfusion independent within about 8 weeks. And this was shown to be long-term. But what was kind of concerning to me is by looking at the long-term data, there were a good group of people that dropped off and started to need transfusions again. So I think the space, kind of the next movement for this is finding new drugs that can give you a longer period of time where you're transfusion independent. And one of the drugs that we're looking at UT Southwestern is a drug called imetelstat. So we have a clinical trial there where patients that are refractory to ESAs get a telomerase inhibitor, and we're trying to see if we can maintain long-term transfusion independence for those patients.